Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short late night in transit lesson, however alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I don't want to name the video. We are at the end of our captivity. Alright? And all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. We're at the end of our captivity. Alright? We see all the prophecies coming to pass. The main one being the sea hip, Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17. Alright? And we know when that fully comes to pass, it's over. Pretty much. Alright? It's O-V-E-R, over for Esau, over for Babylon, when that comes to pass. And we see and know that and if you're walking circumspect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you can clearly see that that's the sea hip or Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 to 17 is about to fully come to pass. Alright? So of course the Lord Yahweh Shai spoke about and of course the Lord Yahweh Shai also spoke about told other things that were going to happen in the last days, wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, so on and so forth. And that's another sign to show how close we are to the end of our captivity. All right. The main one the Lord kicked out, the Lord said, when this gospel of the kingdom should be preached in all the world for a witness unto me, and then shall the end come. So the gospel is definitely going out throughout the four corners of the globe. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for that, by way of the internet, mainly the YouTube. All right. So we're at the end, like the Lord Yahweh Shai said. He said, once that happens, all right, then the end shall come. So we know now, especially now we see the sea up and all that coming to pass. We know now we're closer than ever to our salvation, the nation of Israel's salvation. Starting with the elect of Israel salvation, the elect of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right. And it's a beautiful thing, man, watching Esau go down. And I was at work, through the spirit of power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, meditating at work. I work along some other Edomites. All right. And it was a hard night at night. This whole week really been tough, but just knowing that it's almost over, man. It's all right. Scripture say we prophesied not of a time far off. It's almost over. The nightmare is almost over. All right. But you Edomites, you so-called white people, not only are you in slavery now, all right, in your own kingdom, all right, you're going to be a slave in the next world. And it's going to be worse. All right, way worse. All right, and what you got now, ain't going to be no breaks. Ain't going to be no vacations. Ain't going to be no pay. Ain't going to be no nurse's office to go to. You're going to be catching straight up hell, man. All right, in the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel. All right, the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but us, the nation of Israel, are going to be living good, man. All right, and again, it's a beautiful thing how close it is, how close we are. All right, watching this devil's world go down. All right, but I'm gonna read this real quick. This Baruch chapter 4, verse 24. Like it's now the neighbors of Zion. Right, who the neighbors of Zion, the other nations, have seen your captivity, right, have seen our captivity, all right, so shall they shortly see your salvation, right, so shall they shortly see our salvation, all right, again, starting with the elect. A lot of you Edomites out there, you other nations, all right, and the 2/3 of our people as well, but they're enemies of the Lord too right now, all right, enemies too. All right, are going to see the elect salvation, the strangeness of the elect salvation. All right, getting beamed up out of here. And ultimately, that's you Edomites and you other nations seeing our salvation in the kingdom of heaven, seeing us living good in the kingdom of heaven. But you're going to see the elect salvation on this side, getting beamed up out of here on them so-called UFOs, which are really the chariots of the nation of Israel. All right, but really, the scripture speaking about you seeing seeing us in the kingdom of heaven. But it's going to start with the elect getting beamed up out of here. All right. But ultimately, you're going to see our kingdom, see us in the kingdom living good and our salvation while you're suffering. All right. Suffering the affliction of slavery, which is going to be brutal. All right. So shall they shortly see your salvation from our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of an everlasting. Verse 25. My children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh. Right. Because of course we all know the curses. The curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. For our disobedience, the Lord brought curses upon us. But the Lord is about to get ready to lift those curses. All right. And the main one, of course, being Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, which is the nail in the coffin to show that I don't want to use the word nail in the coffin, which is Salaki, I don't want to use that analogy, which is straight up proof that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, all right, are the only ones that fit those curses. Started with the main one being Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, but also the other ones, all right, like life hanging in doubt, curse when this curse shall I be when thou comest in, curse shall I be when thou goest out. That applies to all Israel. All right. Scriptures also say, all right, thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. All right. How many so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, all right, getting shot down by the cops or some other crazy shit, getting killed by their own people? All right. What other nations does that happen to more than the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians? None. All right. So my children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh, the curses. For thy enemy have persecuted thee. Right, and that was one of the main curses the Most High put over us, having this devil over us. The scriptures say there's no wrath like the wrath of an enemy, man. And Esau is getting ready to come down with greater wrath on the 2/3 of our people that think everything is all good here. Esau is getting ready to come down with greater wrath on you. All right, just a little side note for you 2/3 that love this place. All this shit is about to crumble, man. All right, and this devil's getting ready to put serious hell on you, man. All right. For thy enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly shalt thou see his destruction. This devil has definitely persecuted us. From day one, he's persecuted us. All right. Since we got here up until now, he's still persecuting us. All right. Not as bad as when we first got here, but he's still persecuting us. All right. Slack here. Make this turn real quick. All right. Persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction. Right? Shortly we should see his destruction. How are we gonna see his destruction? When America is destroyed, all right, by way of ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, and him going, the so-called white man, woman, and child, and the other nations going head first into slavery. All right, that's your destruction. Starting when the Babylon the Great, which is America, is destroyed. All right, and shall tread upon his neck. And when are we going to do that? In the kingdom of heaven. All right, tread both feet are on his neck, both boots are on his fucking neck, man. Day and night except the Sabbath day. Straight ass whipping. Then you got one foot up our ass now, Esau, but we're gonna pass 2 feet up your ass, man, in the kingdom. All right, non-stop again, except for the Sabbath day. All right. Right. So we're at the end of this thing, man. And Esau is about to it's like here, and Esau is about to go into hardcore slavery, man. All right, hardcore slavery, and our nightmare be over. Let me close with that. This is This is Psalms chapter 126 verse 1. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream, right? Because this is like a bad dream, but the Lord's about to wake us up in that dream, and we're gonna live happily ever after. All right, I'll see. All right, the nightmare be over, and we ain't gonna have nothing but good dreams for eternity. A good life for not good dreams like a good life for eternity. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Right, because right now, our mouth is, we're still in slavery. So even though again we're happy, we see the prophecies coming to pass. All right, but in the kingdom, our life is going to be full of laughter, man, full of joy. All right, our tongue was singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them. Right, and you heathen are going to realize that, man. The Lord has truly blessed these people, man. All right, verse 3, and the Lord have done great things for us, wherefore we are glad. All right, the scriptures speak about eyes have not seen nor ears have heard the things that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, roughly paraphrasing, have prepared for them that love him or wait for him. All right, so we got a glorious rest coming. All right, verse 4, turn again our captivity, O Lord, and that's what we're begging the Lord to do. It was signed a crime for the Lord to turn our captivity. All right, as the streams in the south, that they sow in tears shall reap in joy. All right, we sowing in tears right now, but we're gonna reap joy. All right, we're to reap us like your joy. And he that goeth forth as weeping bear precious seed, and shall doubtless come again when thou rejoice, bring a shaft with him. Right, so we gonna live, man, and we gonna truly live, man. All the hell and shit we catch under this fucking cracker, man. The Lord's gonna truly bless us, man. So many blessings, it ain't gonna make no sense, man. All right, so like the scripture says, suffer patiently. We only got a little bit more time to suffer this cracker, man. But after that, when we get up out of here, man, we gonna live, man. We gonna beat the shit out of Esau, man. All right. So with that, Lord, what this video was edifying. I really didn't have it planned. Really just like a rant. All right. A spiritual rant through the spirit and power of by Shemi Shah. Lord will, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again to our great powers, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push the truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.